you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Andrew Marley, Colgan Water.
Andrew, have a seat.
Well, I understand you're in the insurance business.
I am?
You are?
Yeah.
And you run Charles and Moore?
Charles Moore.
Yes, that's neat. My brother's actually in the insurance business. He works for Humana.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he enjoys it. It's a great industry.
So he's on the health insurance side?
He is. Well, I heard that you were interested in Colgan Water, and so I thought I'd swing by and kind of see what you were thinking about Colgan and what we had to offer.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
How did you hear about Colgan?
I first heard about Culligan from my neighbor.
Okay.
She's been using Culligan for a couple of years. And for the life of me, I don't remember how we got talking about water, but somehow we did one day. I may have been standing in the driveway with bottled water in my hand, and somehow Culligan came up, and she said, you ought to take a look at this. It's better water, and the pricing's it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's an important thing, especially when your body is made up of 70% of water. So, how would you rate your water that you use now at your house on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd probably give it an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Most of the water, the drinking water, we mainly drink bottled water.
Okay. All right. So that's bottled water that you get in separate bottles.
Right.
Okay. Okay. How many live in your household right now?
Most of the time, 3.
Most of the time.
And then I've got a daughter that's away at the University of Kentucky, so she's there 2 or 3 months out of the year.
Okay. So you use mostly bottled water. You normally don't drink out of the tap, or?
No.
Okay. Have you heard about our home filtration system?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Would you be interested in that, like for like your shower water, or like even the water that you put in your coffee pot, or any of that?
Yeah, maybe. I've heard from some folks that the water in Bowling Green may not be as clean as it needs to be, and I know from traveling, the water here is a lot harder than it is in other places.
Right. And we also have water softeners too,
Okay.
that we can install in your house. How much water do you think you use a month? Like how many cases of water do you think you buy?
We're probably going to about 3 to 4 cases a week.
3 to 4 cases a week. Okay. So yeah.
We drink a lot of water.
Well, we also have a service where we like to lean our customers towards the 5-gallon jug of water that we can deliver, and normally it's for per month one person uses a 5-gallon jug. So you'd be looking at, if 3 people live, you go through 3 jugs a month, and we also provide the service of delivering every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks, depending on how much you use. And after the 3 or 4 visits, we can kind of narrow it down to how much water you're using and if you need more or less. So, do you have any other questions about Colgan or any interest in what we provide?
So the delivery, you've got a guy that shows up once every 2 weeks and drops off these 5-gallon jugs of water.
If that's what you go towards, and like I said, if you're kind of interested in the home filtration system, we can actually send a guy out, and it's free. And he also tests your water to see the different minerals and stuff in your water, and see how actually healthy it is, and if y'all should go with the home filtration system.
What's the advantages of one versus the other? Is it
the advantages? Okay, well, if you're more concerned about drinking, well, obviously the bottled water, we can, since you use the bottled water, the handheld ones, we provide that service. So if you're more on the go and use bottled water, we can provide that. Or if you just normally drink water around the house or whatever, we can provide that too. So it's just kind of whatever you think you would use more.
So you sell bottled water and the So you can buy it by the bottle and by the jug?
Yes, sir.
Or do the system
Yes, sir.
where you tap into the line?
Yes, sir. And even the home filtration system.
Okay.
Yeah. So, would you be interested in setting up a meeting for the guy to come out and test your guys' water and see what kind of services we can provide you guys?
Yeah, I think I want to do the test, but tell me, I want to know more about, because I didn't realize y'all did the bottled water.
Right. The single bottles,
Right.
the 12-ounce ones.
So how does that compare to the 5-gallon jug? Is there a pricing advantage to doing one versus the other? Is it more just convenience, or?
I think they do that more on convenience. The 5-gallon jug is going to be a little bit more, but then again, if you're using more concern just drinking bottled water, you're not worried about having the 5-gallon jug. You know, that would be your better option.
Okay.
So,
And the same guy delivers?
yes, sir.
The jugs and the bottled water?
Yes, sir. And the big concern is like on the holidays and things like that. And our guys actually, if you go with a 5-gallon jug, they'll leave you another jug just in case.
Right.
For like visitors or whatever. Or if you go with the bottles, you know, they'll leave you an extra case or even two, whatever's more convenient for you. And our guys say, you know, everybody runs into problems. They have car trouble or they get sick or whatever. If that was to happen, we can set up for somebody to deliver you the water just in case, or they'll call you and let you know that it's going to be delayed or whatever.
Okay. How does the pricing compare between the bottled water versus going with the jug?
How does the pricing compare?
Right.
The single or the 12-ounce bottles, they're going to run a little bit higher than the jug.
Okay.
So, yeah. For how much water you guys drink.
Right.
Right.
If you compare the same amount of gallons of water,
Right.
it's more expensive to get them individualized.
Right. And our bottles also, they meet all the standards for the decomposing and stuff like that. If you're worried about that, like they meet all the standards for breaking down, because that's been a big hit too. Is people worried about, you know, running up all these landfills and things like that. So.
No, I've just noticed that the bottle just almost falls apart in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the cups that you use.
Yeah.
So I may be interested in doing the bottled water instead of the jug. Can you give me some idea on pricing so I can compare that with what we're paying now?
Well, we'll have to send the guy out and he can go over all the pricing with you, and we can figure out kind of more of a majority of what you would lean for.
So as soon as you said the guy, who's the guy?
The Colgan man, the guy that you would see every 2 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on how much water you're going to use.
So the guy would do the delivery, he's the one that knows about the pricing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do I get the meeting with him?
Well, I can set that up for you today if you'd like to do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that set up.
When would be a good time for you?
Anytime next week after 3 o'clock.
All right, so like Wednesday at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock? All right. That sounds great.
Okay.
All right, we'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for coming by.
Good work.